drive 25 miles to go to...
1/4 mile, turn right.
Alright, now, pipe down. She ready to get rolling. So, y'all, I drove 25 miles to get to this truck stop to get a scale ticket. Mind you, I got a low Gatorade. And I get my scale ticket. And my drives are, or were at 31,200 and some change. And then my trailer was at 35,800. Mind you, I'm already in the 10th hole. And I'm like, crap, like, with these tandems, which the holes are kind of close together, like somewhere between 2 to 4 inches apart instead of 6 to 8. And I'm like, shit, well, I'm already in the 10th, so I can possibly go to the 15th, and that's it. Bro, no, I changed it, got a scale, still overweight. And I downloaded the trucker slides calculator. You know, it's the app for truckers, and you just put in your the numbers that you got on your scale ticket, and you tell them what kind of trailer tandem you have, whether you have the 2 to 4 inches or the 6 to 8 inches, and it tells you what hole you need to put it in for it to be legal. So it was telling me I needed to move it. It was like plus 9 holes, plus something holes to put it in hole 22. I'm gonna be at the, I'm damn near at the rear of the trailer. So I didn't put it in hole 22. For one, I have a load that's going to Nebraska, so I have to go through Iowa. I checked the bridge laws. They don't have, Iowa doesn't have any specific bridge laws, and Nebraska doesn't either. So I'm good on that aspect, and I can run my trailer where I have it now. So I think I put it in I didn't go all the way to 22. I was like, you know what, if it's a little bit over, I'm not even gonna say that on here, but I wasn't gonna go all the way to 22. I think I put it in like 18, 19, and I went around and got another scale. Y'all, I paid for 3 scale tickets. My last one, it was saying, I forgot what my drives were. Now my attention is all the way, or it's just only on my trailer. So I forgot what my drives were, but my trailer was 34,020 pounds. I said, we running. We are running, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna pay 20 pounds, you know? Hell, that might be debris of ice and salt that's on my trailer. You know, that will knock it off, so. Hey y'all, so I am parked. I think I did maybe about 140 miles. After I picked up and I had that issue with my weight and my tandems. Drove 150 miles. I'm still in Illinois, and I have a weigh station coming up. And plus it's windy, so that's why I'm shutting down. Just gonna get through it overnight. Since I was at the shipper for so long, I was at the shipper for a little bit over 3 hours. So I was like, I had 3 hours in off duty, 3+ hours in off duty. So I only have 7 hours before I get my time back, and I'm gonna get back on the road. I was trying to book a load from LoadSmart. I seen it on the Truck Smarter app, and it was picking up in Hampton, Georgia, going to Laverne, Tennessee. They had it listed at $888, and I was like, okay, you know, that's fine, because the previous load that I seen from RXO, they were trying to move it for like $663, and I tried to bid on that through the app, and I think I did $850 or $800. They declined it, and once you decline a load or a counter offer from them on the app, they don't allow you to bid anymore. You just either go find another load, or you can just book it. But once you bid and they do a counter offer and you reject it, it only says book now. It doesn't allow you to bid anymore. So I got back on the load board. I seen that load from LoadSmarter. It was about the same distance, but their initial offer was $888. And I was like, okay, well, let's see if they'll do $950. You know, that's only about $60-something more, $70 more They should be able to do it. I'm completely fine with that pay for a short hop. I wish it delivered in the same day. I wouldn't mind taking it for $8.88, but it didn't. I had to sleep with it overnight and deliver early in the morning. So I asked for $9.50. Bid on it. They counter offered, but they didn't move on their initial price. They left it at $8.88. So I was like, okay. I think I hit them back with $8.20. They did the counter offer of $8.88. I did $9.10. I think at that point they just rejected it. I did $9.05, rejection. $900, rejection. And now at this point I'm like pissed off, because it's just like, y'all can't even do what, $13 more? So from this point on, my thinking was, okay, since y'all want to play games, I just want to test the waters. Like, I don't even want this load now, but I want to test the waters. So I was like, let me see if they'll, I just kept going. $8.95. Just rejected it. Didn't give me no counter offer or nothing. Y'all, I even went down to $8.90. They had it for $8.88. Rejected it. And I was like, I just knew like they were going to approve it for $8.90, and I was going to decline it and go back up to $9.20. Like, y'all want to play the games, we can play the games. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, y'all, these brokers. So LoadSmarter don't negotiate at all. Like, they do not move off of their number. Convoy, they choose when they want to come off the number. And when they do, it's only like $20, $30. Coyote, they're kind of strict on it unless it's like last minute. I've had a load increase like $400 off my initial bid, but it wasn't nowhere close to what I was asking for, and they wasn't budging. But the most I've gotten Coyote to go up was $400. Let's see, Uber Freight. They are crazy. Like, they will go up about $60, I believe, anywhere between $40 to $60. Like JB Hunt, and if y'all are going like back and forth negotiating, they will then package that load that you're bidding on into a round trip load, to where it looks more appeasing to another. Appeasing? It looks better to another driver, y'all know what I mean. It looks better to another driver for them to book it at a lower price, but it works for that driver because it's a round trip. He gets 2 or 3 or 4 loads in one lump sum. He's good for the whole week, and he knows what he's getting. Uber Freight would do that, so it's just frustrating. But I've had Uber Freight go up like $800 on a load before. So Uber Freight isn't really on my blacklist. LoadSmart is almost there. Convoy is there. C.H. Robertson has been good to me. RXO, they're about to be there, because I called on another load. No, I called on that same load that I tried to bid on, and they rejected it, and I couldn't bid again. So I called, and I gave him my offer. And he asked me, he said, what's your offer on it? And they had it at $660 or $683. I asked for $800. He was like, okay, yeah, I'll send in your offer. And he told me that they wasn't in the office yet, who he had to send the offer to, and he'll give me a call back when he hears something back. Didn't get a call back. So yeah, RXO, they're about to be on my blacklist. It's just crazy, man. A lot of the smaller brokerage and brokers been pretty lenient with negotiating. JB Hunt, they be playing games too, so I haven't booked a load with JB Hunt. Yeah, JB Hunt, LoadSmarter, RXO, Convoy, they playing games. Uber Freight, they're almost on my blacklist, because it's like whenever you're bidding them low, and they even do it at the last minute. Like, I had a load that was picking up by noon. It was 9 a.m. I put a bid on the load and I increased it because, you know, they needed that load moved and picked up that day. And it did have a set appointment, but since it was getting closer to time, they opened the window. And I put a bid in and I increased my rate because it was last minute. Y'all, they still, it's like, after I put my bid in, 2 minutes later, they gave me a counter offer. I rejected it. A minute later, I seen that load I was bidding on and a round trip bundle with another load, but the deadhead was like 200, 300 miles between the two loads. Like, they were not trying to come up off that rate. And with those round trip bundles, they're making money because, you know, that initial number for all those, for 2, 3, 4 loads, it looks great. But once you look at the deadhead and the total miles and the weight of each load, not worth it. Not worth it. And they're making the money off of that. So, yeah. I'm just gonna show this clip. I really hope my dash cam recorded it.
God bless you guys. But before we get out of here, let's check out this.
There was some trucks coming onto the interstate, and you know, it was in front of me, a container, the maroon red container. He was in front of me, he got over in the left lane, I got over in the left lane to let the truck merge into the interstate. The container, I knew eventually I was going to need to pass because he was doing 63, I was doing 67. So as soon as the container got over, I was about to pass him. Actually, I was passing him. And he did not have control of his vehicle, and so he was coming over into my lane, and I need a new mount, y'all. I need a new mount. I'm sorry, but he was coming over into my lane, and I'm sitting there. I see it happening, and I don't see him. I'm looking at his mirror. I don't see him like trying to fight it, because sometimes it happens. You know, the wind may push you. Or maybe it's something in the road. But no, he was just steady coming over. And I sat there and I held my horn. Nothing. And so I'm getting over to my left as much as I can without going off on the shoulder. And then plus the shoulder had like I want to say maybe like a drop off. It was something to where it would have had me off balance myself, and then I'm over here by the median. So I had to slam on my brakes. I'm holding my horn still. I can't get over anymore without hitting a drop off. So I slammed on the brakes. He passed me, and after he passed me, he got back in the slow lane. I'm still holding my horn. The truck that came over, even the truck that was behind me trying to pass the truck that got on the interstate, we all slowed down. And they let me get back over in the slow lane, and they even gave me enough room for me to slow down and get on the shoulder with my four ways on. So, I just pulled over to collect my emotions. I don't want to be out here upset, driving upset, or anything like that. And plus, I wanted to check out my truck and let my tires and brakes cool a little bit and make sure because my truck wiggled a bit and I heard a noise, so I wasn't too sure if he actually hit me, because y'all, he was in my lane. So I don't know if he hit me or if it was the noise and me being off balance because I hit that drop off on the shoulder trying to avoid him. So I got out, I checked everything, my brakes were fine, I sat there for a minute for it to cool down. I got my stuff together, I made sure I saved the video, and if everything worked out, I'm gonna clip it and put it in this video. I even thought about calling the company, but I don't even know right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. And I'm okay, you know, it's frustrating when, you know, it's guys out here half sleep or they're distracted. And, you know, guys, y'all are putting other people at risk, you know. That load is not worth it, that text is not worth it. Pull over. And the fact is, we had just passed the rest area. We were at a rest area. I hope the clip shows that. But where I pulled over, I was at the exit ramp to, the entering ramp to get back on the interstate. So I'm at the very end of the rest area. So all this happened in enough time for him to get on the rest area, park his truck, and do whatever he got to do. Like, sir, park your truck, go to the rest area, go park on the shoulder, do your business, and get back on the interstate. The roads are red out here. There's still snow on the ground, and you can't maintain your lane because you were doing Lord knows what. But I just hope that he doesn't put anybody else in that situation. I was watching him from a distance because I was already eyeballing that eventually I was going to need to pass him because there was a lot of trucks that was needing to slow down because of him. I don't think his speed was consistent, or he was just like really heavy. And plus his container, so probably was. But there was a lot of trucks that was needed to pass him. And I just made note that I was going to need to pass him soon. And I kind of kept an eye on him here and there. And he was kind of weaving out here and there, but nothing bad to as much as... It was never nothing bad to where, like, he was all the way in the other lane like he was when I was trying to pass him. And, like, if he was hitting the line and close to the line, he quickly corrected the issue. But for him to be that far into my lane,